Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. Welcome to Love Wins. Welcome to my safe space that I have created for all things spiritual warfare. I hope you are having a blessed and beautiful reality. I want to say thank you to all of the people who prayed for Draco and prayed for his return. He is home. He is home. He is happy. He is so happy. Let me show you. Come here. Now he's crazy. Draco. That's Loki. Say hi, baby. Can you say hi? Yeah, you can say hi. He wants to go out again. I've already walked him twice. I am putting him on a strict, you have to be on the leash policy. Because I can't risk any problems. But, I have till October 31st. I have till October 31st to get him to pay my fines. I got ticketed because I claimed ownership. So I received the ticket and I have till the 31st to get my fine paid, and then I need to get him fixed. It is going to take at least a month and a half is the wait list for the place that does low income deals for spade and neutering and all that stuff. So if anyone would please love to help support getting Draco fixed, all of my links, they are down below. There's a cup of coffee account, buy me a coffee for Safe Spaces. Safe Spaces is my mission. I am taking this from the micro to the macro. Safe Spaces is my soul mission. It was the journey to self-love. I went on the journey to self-love and I learned how to love myself. And then shifting into this new timeline of my life, leaving everything behind, it is about embodying self-love and being the frequency of love and bringing that love into the world. All I have seen in my life from childhood and then going out into the world and being in all different types of cycles. I've lived in mansions and I have lived in my car. I have toasted with the wealthy and I have broke bread with the poorest of the poor, like literally ate with the homeless, like the common denominator. Everyone has trauma. Hurt people. The epidemic on this planet is fractured souls, abused souls, hurting people, unconsciously hurting people. Please forgive them for they do not know what they don't know, but they don't know. They don't know how toxic they are. They don't know how toxic what is normalized is. And abuse runs in families. And abused kids turn into abusive adults. And there are so many different forms of abuse. There's physical, there's mental, there's emotional. There's lots of different forms of abuse. It is not all just, maybe you never hit your kids before ever, but your words cut sharp like a knife. Bless you. Bless you. My mission for Safe Spaces is to spread the awareness. You don't know you're being abusive if you don't know you're being abusive. And you don't know you can heal if you don't know healing is a possibility. You can't be love. You can't embody love. You can't expect love in your life if you're not a loving person. It all starts within. I had to master myself to know this wisdom. And I'm not going to get in arguments and debates with people who have not mastered themselves, who do not know themselves, who are not aware of the wounds they carry. As a seer, I can see. I see the wounds. I see the soul. I see the trauma. And I can see the healing. I can see the healing. And I'm here for the healing. Yeah. So if you would like to help me get Draco fixed, all of my links are down below. I do have cashapp on there, my PayPal is on there, and my cup of coffee for Safe Spaces is on there. I am still going to court for my child. I have stepped up my therapy to family therapy because narcissistic abuse actually damages the brain. Damages, mental damage from narcissistic abuse, and it builds trauma in your body. And I need to be strong and healed and whole to protect children. So to protect my children, to protect my family, to protect these animals, you need a safe space. Your body is your first home. So we're born into these bodies experiencing trauma at birth. For me, the umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck 3 times. My lips were turning purple. The nurse told my mom to stop pushing. They were coming for me before I even had a chance to take my first breath. But you're in this safe space for some, because the baby carries all of the mother's traumas. So an unconscious mother who is in survival mode, in living in any kind of abusive situation, even self-abuse, the thoughts you think about yourself, about your world, about your life, carry an emotional reaction and response within the body. Awareness is a 24/7, all day, all night practice. It's a practice. Consciousness is a practice. Healing is a practice. Life is a practice. Sorry. This tripod isn't as sturdy as the one upstairs. It's a practice. But I'm going to continue my mission. I'm going to continue making my videos. I'm going to continue taking care of the animals. I'm going to continue healing. I'm going to continue my practice. And do your practice, and all is coming. But I want to say thank you, because like every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. And those who came together with prayers, like, it was amazing. They said, if you can come get him today, we won't charge you anything. Shepherds don't do good in the shelter. you know? And then the woman who wrote me my ticket, I do have 31 days to get him licensed. He didn't have a rabies shot ticket, and I need to get him licensed. And then, and I need to get him fixed, but I'm not getting fined for him not being fixed. It just needs to happen because it needs to happen. We have too many animals in the vicinity that are unfixed females, and we have breeders. But the woman who wrote me up works for a nonprofit, and the nonprofit gets unlicensed, unethical breeders shut down. So God works in mysterious ways. I forward her my information. But I pulled some cards. I pulled a 4-card spread from 2 decks. I will put the picture up so you can see them. And I want to get into these cards. I pulled them out before I went to pick up Draco. And they were sitting on my desk all night. Kids had a sleepover. And the reason I'm down here in my mother's chair is my room was taken over by children. Which I love, but they have their own room. And they take over my room. And, yeah, there's still children taking over my room, so I needed a quiet space. So I want to get into these cards, and I'm going to read them in pairs. The first pair that I got were these 2. I got the Morning Dew with the Venom. The Morning Dew says clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook. I want to get into all of them match up so perfectly except for this one, so I feel there's a message in this, being that the Venom, you would think the Morning Dew, you wouldn't think the Venom with the Morning Dew. So first, where is that book? Let's do the Venom first. The poison, the curse, the toxin. Much to our dismay, the venom is always lurking in the shadows, in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification... What's your problem? Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally that it is built into our every exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide, and the plants return it to us as oxygen. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily, however, and it can come in potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the Venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining in your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time. With it, forgiveness. Okay, I can see. I can see how these link up now. Okay, hold on, the card fell. Okay, so the venom. I was just saying how please forgive them, for they do not know what they do not know. They are. Abuse is normalized. Abusive thoughts is normalized. Abusive behavior is normalized. It's normalized in its programs. Acknowledgement is the first step. The first step as a collective is to acknowledge that this isn't working. The agenda sells this image of a happy family, but I've been in many, many homes behind closed doors, and I don't see happy families. 15:15 on my timer, and I'm not being negative as the gaslighting of my ex would be. And you see how words are poison, the venom. All of the people in my life who have gaslighted me, who I have witnessed, who I have seen, they left a poison in my mouth. I speak it. I speak it even in this state of on this healing process where love is my mission, right? But it's the alchemy. It's the alchemy, and you have to acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. I've seen domestic violence so normalized, so darn normalized. Narcissistic behavior, narcissistic parents, narcissistic partners, abusive partners, mother and father, mother and child, father and child, husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, brother and sister. The venom. There is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. We have to acknowledge that it needs to change. Willow, share space, baby. All right. And paired with the venom, I got the morning dew. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, positive outlook. Once you acknowledge that there needs to be a change, or you want a change, you desire a change, it starts with a positive outlook. You have to believe you can heal to heal. You have to believe in love to live in love. You have to believe in happiness to be happy. If you don't believe it's possible, it will never be possible. Survival mode will be your reality. And it will be the venom of your own mind, of your own beliefs, of your own thoughts, of your own heart. That is your reality. Let's read the morning dew. There's a special moment when the day is new and the sun is still young, when we too are given the opportunity to begin again. The presence of the morning dew welcomes us with the grace of a fresh start, and as the moisture gathers on the rose, it invites us to see things clearly, sometimes in a whole new way than we did the previous day. A new perspective is suddenly here. Healers from all corners of the earth believe in the incredible healing quality of the morning dew. They believe that it possesses the same healing properties as the plants themselves. With the dew capturing their essence in clear potency, practices such as walking barefoot on the morning dew, drinking from the petal of the flowers, I have never done that. I'm going to do that. And placing dew on the body are thought to bring about powerful shifts in healing. If we're lucky enough to meet the morning in this way, we too may be blessed by the special healing liquid that carries the secret essence of both the earth and the entire universe within it, the morning dew. This card brings the message that clarity is on its way. A new start and a change of perspective are possible. Shifts are coming. The future is looking renewed, hopeful, positive, and bright. Keep focusing on your ideal outcome and trust in the presence of the potent morning dew. Rose transmission. So there's a transmission with this card. I'm open to receiving the potent clarity and shifts of the morning dew. I'm open to seeing this situation with new eyes. Let's say that again. I'm open to receiving the potent clarity and shifts of the morning dew. I'm open to seeing this situation with new eyes. Wow, that's actually perfectly paired. Perfectly paired. A new reality starts with a new perspective. Okay? Maybe you're not one to, maybe you live somewhere where you can't start your morning walking barefoot on the earth. But if you can, even for a few minutes, take your shoes off and walk on the earth and switch up the way you start your day, right? So if you're living a cycle of your days being not pleasant, if you're living in a cycle of triggers all day, then take the morning to set your day on a different way. Okay, so start by doing something different. Go on YouTube and find a morning meditation. Find some affirmations, play some music, stretch. I recommend a round of sun salutations. I highly recommend. If you don't have a yoga practice, actually, you know what? I'm going to do a sun salutations video for you guys. Very simple, very basic. It uses a full range of motion and it's greeting the sun in the morning. I'll get that one up for you guys. But go for a walk. If you have to set your alarm for 20 minutes earlier than you normally wake up, just to have 20 minutes of positive intentions to set your day in the right tone, do that for you. Because you're worthy and you deserve it. And if you hit an alarm clock and you get up and you rush out the door and you start your day in that frame of mind, and that's how you start your day every day, your day is going to spiral every day in the way it spirals every day, right? It is in the morning dew, the clarity that comes from dream state. When you wake up from your sleep, you're freshly back from the astral. Your body has been healing, has been recovering. When you sleep, your cells regenerate. So your body is healing and your soul is doing what your soul does. We are multidimensional beings, okay? We are living a dream within a dream. There is nothing new under the sun, okay? So when you wake up in the morning, keep a journal by your bed. You can write down your thoughts. Write down your dreams. If you have dreams, if you remember them, write down the first thoughts that come to your mind. If they're negative thoughts, it's good to write them down because you can get them out and onto paper. You can burn them if you want. You can burn them and release them. Or you can keep a record of the thoughts in the journal and see how they evolve through this process of dedicating a practice to yourself, to your healing, to purify from the poison, from the venom, from a lifetime of toxicity. And step into that positive outlook, that fresh start of a new reality. Loki, baby, what you doing? I love you too. This brush smells like tuna. I put tuna in their food today. So let's go to the next set, okay? You are so itchy. I got the Pilgrim with the Lineage of the Rose paired together. The Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess, here for this. I said that right. Soul Call and Gatherer. And I got the Pilgrim. So we're going to read the Pilgrim first. See this card again. Maybe sometimes the visuals do something, okay? You'll get a subliminal in the visual. Everybody reads cards differently. And this is like, oh, I don't know. The Wanderer, the Traveler, the Apprentice. For the Pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. The archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim more conventional life. But the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our senses of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Is that how you say it? Amenity? Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. My spirit needs it. I am a wanderer. A wanderer. But for real, this card hits like on so many levels. Just like abuse is normalized, they've normalized imprisoning us. Imprisoning us to believe we need these concrete prisons. Loki, baby. Pop a squat or get going. You know, I always feel so good on a vacation, right? I always feel so good on a vacation because your soul feels free. For some people, relax, you know, like you're on an adventure. Our souls came here to be on an adventure. I'm going to let him drink. Are you done? You want to come back up? Oh, not you. No, no. Baby, you are going to knock everything over. I love you too. Get down. Go lay down. Come on. Watch out. I have a drink here. I have a microphone here. Go lay down. Go lay down. Thank you. Good boy. Give me a paw. Good boy. I love you too. The pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion, right? There's nothing wrong with having a house. There's nothing wrong with starting a family. There's nothing wrong with all of that stuff. It is the monotonous day-to-day life that has no joy, just duty. And it's not even duty that is soulful. It's repetitive. It's monotonous. It's mundane. It's laboring. It's tiresome. It is imprisonment for your soul. It is regression of ascension. Okay? The lineage of the rose. These times, these changing, divisive times, your soul chose to be here right now for this. You're part of a collective team led by the goddess, by the mother of us all, to reweave the thread of the rose back into the tapestry of humanity, to make spaces where all people feel cherished and safe, to heal and to be healed from the destructive patterns of patriarchy. Can we take a moment of silence on that one? Can you feel that wound? And I am not stabbing at you masculines who watch this, because you're just as much victims of the patriarchy as the feminine. We have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. To be part of the return of the goddess to the earth. If you've been doubting your path, you're being called to look within and trust the whispers and weavings from caverns deep. The way of the mystic rose is walked by few and known by heart, not mind. Try not to overthink, rather trust the threads that are woven deep. This card contains within it a confirmation of the inner call and a reassurance that you're not alone in it. The mother of us all thanks you for being part of these changing times for humanity. She acknowledges your devotion to doing your best to support yourself and others in their journey back home, to themselves, to each other, and to the earth, to Mother Gaia. She wants you to know that she is available to guide you every step of the way. Speak, sing, and dance with her. You are led. You are led. You are led. The pilgrim is leading you to your soul call. Okay? The pilgrim is leading you to your soul call, to your lineage, your royal lineage, your galactic lineage. Not all of the people born into your bloodline are your family. They're not. They are karmic contracts. And their entire purpose is to keep you cycling in low vibrational realities. A soul inquiry. How are you being called to commit more deeply to whom? I am going to pause this video. Actually, I'm going to stop this video and piece the other 4 cards because the girl who spent the night, her father is here to pick her up, and he brought a dog that we rehomed. We rehomed one of our dogs to him, and he brought him here for a visit, and the dogs are all wilding out. So I will be back to finish where I left off, but the repetition of daily life, if there is no joy, what is the point? If your heart is not, if what you're doing is just because of survival, you have to go deeper. You have to go deeper into why you're doing what you're doing. because our souls are so much more than the conditioning of this existence. Oh. All right, I'm back. The dogs are all happy to see each other. He's gonna come back later, and yeah, okay, so let's clear the energy. Okay, these cards are so synchronistically coming together so beautifully. I can already see what message is coming through and where this is going. So for the next pair, we have the heart and the Holy Grail. The heart and the Holy Grail. Okay. All right, so let's start with the hearts. Bring this close. This card is beautiful. All right. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion in compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave the archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offer us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. Come back to your heart. If you don't know how, come back to your childhood. Some people have had a childhood so out of the heart. It started, that's what I was saying earlier. I got on a tangent. The mother carrying a child in the womb, some children were born with their mother's feelings, right? So if your mother was in pain in pregnancy, emotional, mental, physical, the child carries that because there is a connection, there is a cord, and they're birthed with it, and it is something that is unconsciously carried. So the most important thing here on this planet is to heal our hearts as a human, to heal our hearts, to plant when we do have children, when we do get animals, when we do walk the earth, we are not abusing the children, the animals, the earth, ourselves, because we have been abused. We are not carrying that imprint of abuse because we are healing our hearts. The Holy Grail. Of course, I can't find it. Okay, here we go. The Holy Grail is a mysterious, long-sought relic about which stories have been told through the ages. Some believe it holds the key to eternal life and divine union. Many devote their lives to discovering and possessing it. It features in legends of King Arthur, the knight Galahad achieved the vision of God through the Grail. In Christian mysticism, the Grail is a cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper and afterward by Joseph of Arimathea to catch blood at the crucifixion. It was taken to the Isle of Avalon and buried on Chalice Hill, which turned the chalice well waters red. Pilgrims travel from all corners of the world today to drink from these waters. Some believe the Grail legend predates Christ and was inspired by the wells of cauldrons of Welsh and Celtic mythology. The Holy Grail is the ultimate spiritual quest. Many see quests as physical places to journey to, conquer, or find, but perhaps the Grail is an invitation to go inward, to connect with the grace within, to find it without, to realize that this journey of drinking from the eternal well is to find it deep within, as the part of us that cannot be extinguished. Perhaps this is why the rose is a symbol that goes with the Grail, her petals calling us to spiral in. For it's there that we find the nectar of all that we've searched for, patiently waiting for us to return to it. Stop looking without. Stop the endless searching. Turn your gaze within. Soul inquiry. How can you go within and focus more on what really matters? The heart, the healing, the Holy Grail, these are just so beautifully paired. Like the words, the cards, it speaks for itself. It all starts within. It starts by taking accountability of the venom in your life, right? Make note of it. If they're not pure thoughts, they're not your thoughts, right? Like what are you thinking? What are you experiencing? What are you feeling? And acknowledge them, to alchemize them, to have clarity in them, because everything comes from trauma, right? Everything comes from trauma, and trauma is so normalized. But we are here for the healing. And the final pair, we have the forest, and we have we are nature. This message just gets more beautiful as we go. The forest, we are nature. Okay, so let's read the forest first. I just passed it. Okay. Consider for a moment your earliest memory of the forest. It's likely it included all the mythic dynamics of this archetypal space. A little fear, a little enchantment, perhaps losing your way, perhaps discovering a secret mystical treasure. Such is the magic of the forest. It requires first that you enter it, and then that you get lost within it. You may think there is a path to lead you straight through, but soon enough you'll be on what is known as the pathless path. There are tricksters here, dense foliage and entanglement, but equally present are the glimmers of fairy light and friends among the trees. You're on an adventure now, and there's no turning back. So embrace the dim light and the moving shadows, whether literal or imaginal. Brave the forest and get lost getting found. Get lost getting found. Magic abounds, childlike wonder, adventure. Right? There are tricksters. Trickster energy. Agendas. Hurt people. There is an illusion of a life. There's an illusion of a life that is sold to you, that we all fight so hard, work so hard to achieve. It's an entanglement. To wander past what you're told to believe and do, and to step into the wild unknown of what your intuition, your heart, your soul yearns for, it is bold and it is scary, and there will be fear. There will be fear. To heal from trauma is a process. To heal from a lifetime of trauma is a process. Your body carries trauma. When you have been emotionally traumatized, physically traumatized, mentally traumatized. If you have been traumatized your whole life, pre-birth, there is a whole lot to heal, meaning there is a whole lot of fear. There's a whole lot of fear. But I am here to tell you that there is nothing to be afraid of, because fear, false evidence appearing real. Your soul is not this body. Okay? Your soul is not this body. We are nature. Become grounded. Embodiment. Living in connection. Okay, let's read it. We've built a world on top of the world. If you look up the word nature in the dictionary, you'll see a reference to plants, animals, and landscape as opposed to humans. We speak of getting into nature or getting grounded as something we need to do. We've forgotten that we don't. Oh my God, why am I getting so emotional? Because this resonates, okay? This resonates. We speak of getting into nature or getting grounded as something we need to do. We've forgotten that we don't exist in nature. We are nature. We are nature. Did y'all see that freaking monitoring spirit? Get up out of here. Indigenous earth-based traditions have always seen the planet and all beings as interconnected and sacred. Humans as one with the earth itself. The earth and Mother Rose are calling us back to the earth to weave the sacred back in, to weave nature back into the center of our everyday lives, to see ourselves as nature, and to spend more time interacting with the living, natural world. Returning to nature. How's your connection with nature? What's your relationship with your own body? How can you live in a more grounded way? This card is an invitation to develop a deeper connection with the earth, to actively spend time with the physical, natural world around you, to tend it, and to take your place as the custodian of it, to see the sacred in all of life, to notice the changing seasons around you and within you, and to remember that you too are a part of the earth's ever-changing landscape. To remember that you are nature and that you'll always find your true nature in nature. To embrace your body as your home and the planets as your mother. Soul inquiry. How can you connect more deeply with nature and your own true nature? How can you return more to the earth? Right? If you stay on a daily routine every day and you never stop and pause, you're not allowing your body to just be. That is grounded. Just be. Where you're at right now, stop. Stop. Sit. Pause. Breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Wow. The synchronicities in this message, the way these cards lined up, like the energy I was in was I want my dog back, and I did the spread and I knew it needed to sit, and then I went and I got Draco and I brought him home, and there are people that are upset that I brought him home, and I wrote welcome home Draco on the whiteboard and somebody just wiped it off, and then I put a nice little message about how I feel about the situation, and those people there's been a lot of pain here. Been a lot of pain here for a whole lot of people. But you're resonating with this video because you're here for this. There's been a soul call, and you're answering the call. You're answering the call, and healing is happening. And that is the Holy Grail. That healed self, connected to nature, one with the all. One with the all. I love you guys. Please have a blessed and beautiful reality. I'm going to get this piece together and uploaded, and I'm going to get on with my day, and love wins. And thank you all so very much for all of the prayers, all of the well wishes, all of the support, the messages that I got, like with just sending your support. It all just, I'm blessed. I'm so very blessed. And I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here now. And yeah, there's been a whole lot of fear through the forest. And there's a whole lot of venom. But you are the pilgrim making your way to the heart. Okay? So I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. Okay? Thank you for existing. I love you.